Are you waking up with blurry vision that seems to take 10 minutes just to clear up? Do you find yourself walking into a room and suddenly forgetting why you are even there? Or maybe staring at a phone screen leaves your eyes burning and your mind completely exhausted after just a few minutes? We are constantly told that this is just a normal part of getting older. We are told to accept the fog and the blur. But what if I told you that your body isn't just aging? It is starving. Recent findings in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging revealed a shocking truth. Over 92% of adults over the age of 65 lack at least one key nutrient essential for eye and brain repair while sleeping. Not during the day, but at night when your body is supposed to be doing its deepest healing. Every single night, your brain and your retinas are crying out for the vital building blocks they need to rebuild memory cells and lubricate dry, tired eyes, and almost no one is talking about it. I am Dr. Robert Hayes. If you care about living sharper, longer, and stronger after 60, you are exactly where you need to be. Today, we are not talking about expensive prescription pills or complicated medical procedures. We are talking about juices, but not just any store-bought, sugar-filled juices. I am going to share with you 4 natural, incredibly powerful drinks that clinical science now shows can literally recharge your brain and vision while you sleep. These are real foods, blended the right way and taken at the precise right time. I have seen my own patients go from suffering daily memory lapses and severe eye fatigue to waking up refreshed, seeing the morning paper clearly, and remembering names effortlessly, all by simply adding the right juice to their daily routine. Of course, before we begin, please remember that while these are natural healing foods, you should always consult with your primary care doctor before making major changes to your diet, especially if you are taking prescription medications. Are you ready to finally give your brain and eyes the exact fuel they have been begging for? Let's dive into what is really going on inside your body, starting with juice number 4, a very familiar vegetable that almost everyone over 60 is consuming completely wrong. Let's start with the first juice, and it is probably the one you think you already know best. If you asked me to name the single most overlooked health drink by seniors, I would instantly say carrot juice. But here is the problem. Almost everyone drinking it is making one crucial mistake that flushes its profound benefits right down the drain. I'll explain exactly what that mistake is in just a moment. First, why carrots? Carrot juice is one of the very few natural drinks on earth that directly nourishes both your retina and in your prefrontal cortex, the exact center of memory and focus in your brain. For your aging eyes, carrots are packed with high levels of beta-carotene, which your body converts into pure vitamin A. This vitamin is non-negotiable for the health of your retina's photoreceptor cells. Without enough vitamin A, these cells rapidly degenerate, leading directly to the night blindness, blurry morning vision, and dry, scratchy eyes that are so common after 60. But let's talk about your brain. Did you know carrot juice contains a powerful natural plant compound called falcarinol? Science shows that falcarinol actively protects neuronal membranes and dramatically reduces dangerous inflammation deep within your brain tissue. In fact, a recent clinical study found that seniors who consume beta-carotene-rich juice daily experienced a stunning 13% improvement in visual recall tests. That is not just a number. That is the measurable difference between forgetting your neighbor's name and remembering it effortlessly. Now, what is that massive mistake I mentioned earlier? Carrot juice is fat-soluble. That means if you drink a glass of fresh carrot juice on an empty stomach with 0 fats, your body absorbs almost none of these incredible nutrients. You are simply wasting it. To unlock its true power, you must pair it with a healthy fat. I always advise my patients to add just a single teaspoon of olive oil directly into the juice, or to eat a small handful of walnuts right after drinking it. Always check with your doctor about adding new fats to your diet. But for most people, this simple morning tweak changes everything. Are you looking for something even faster acting? Coming up next is a bold, deep red juice that doesn't just protect your cells over time. It acts like a biological oxygen pump for your brain, going to work in as little as 30 minutes. Now let's talk about blood flow. Let's be incredibly honest. Most people over the age of 60 simply do not think about their circulation when they think about memory loss or blurry vision. But they absolutely should. Because without strong, steady circulation, your brain and your eyes are starved of the very thing they depend on to survive, oxygen. And that is exactly where our third drink, beet juice, comes into play. It is bold, it is earthy, and it acts as a biological oxygen pump for your aging cells. Beets are packed with high levels of natural dietary nitrates. When you drink beet juice, your body rapidly converts these nitrates into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a miraculous natural molecule that signals your blood vessels to relax and widen, a process called vasodilation. Why does this matter to you? Because as your blood vessels expand, a massive rush of oxygen-rich blood is delivered straight to your brain's frontal lobe, the area responsible for attention, decision-making, and short-term memory. It also floods the tiny, fragile microvessels in your retina, delivering the vital fuel these organs desperately need to repair themselves. But what I love most about beet juice is how incredibly fast it works. Because nitric oxide production begins within just 30 minutes of drinking it, you can often feel the effects on the exact same day. If you have been feeling mentally sluggish, or if your eyes feel heavy, dull, and strained by the mid-afternoon, this is the natural boost you have been waiting for. I highly recommend drinking one small glass of beet juice in the afternoon, usually between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., when most older adults experience that severe drop in energy and mental clarity. Always remember to check with your doctor, especially if you are on blood pressure medication, as beet juice naturally relaxes the blood vessels. But please do not click away just yet, because the juice coming up at number 2 doesn't just protect the brain cells you currently have. It has the scientifically proven ability to actually help your body create brand new brain cells, literally reversing the damage of time. Some foods simply protect what you already have. But what if a natural drink could actually help rebuild what time and age have taken away? Up next is a deep purple juice that most people completely overlook, yet it holds the key to true cellular regeneration. Blueberry juice. Blueberries are one of the richest natural sources on the planet of anthocyanins. These are incredibly powerful antioxidants that do something truly remarkable. They stimulate a process called neurogenesis. In simple terms, they literally help your body create brand new brain cells. This is not just an optimistic theory. A landmark clinical study published in the Journals of Gerontology showed that seniors who consumed wild blueberry juice daily experienced highly significant improvements in memory recall, processing speed, and actual neural activation on MRI scans. Researchers linked these miraculous effects to the juice's ability to enhance BDNF, a specific protein that helps your brain cells survive, grow, and communicate. And for your vision, blueberry juice plays an equally powerful role. Those same anthocyanins protect your retinal ganglion cells, which are absolutely crucial for transmitting visual signals clearly from your eye to your brain. I will never forget one of my patients, Helen. At 74 years old, she sat in my office and told me that her reading had become incredibly frustrating. The words would constantly blur on the page, and she felt like her brain was just getting slower every day. She was terrified of losing her independence. I had her start drinking a small glass of blueberry juice every single evening. Within just a few weeks, she was back to finishing her daily crossword puzzles, sharp, focused, and smiling again. If you want to experience this for yourself, I recommend drinking a glass about 90 minutes before bed. That is exactly when your brain begins its nightly repair cycle, allowing these structural nutrients to go straight to work while you sleep. As always, consult your doctor if you have strict blood sugar concerns, although wild blueberries generally have a very low glycemic index. Are you ready for the final, most powerful juice on our list? It is green, it is incredibly humble, and it costs almost nothing, yet it might just be the ultimate elixir for aging minds and failing eyes. Now we have saved the most surprising and perhaps the most powerful juice for last. It is green, it is incredibly humble, and you probably already have it in your refrigerator right now. Let's talk about spinach juice. Spinach is arguably the most underrated brain and eye food on the entire planet, and when you juice it, you unlock its absolute full potential. For your aging eyes, spinach contains massive amounts of lutein and zeaxanthin. These are two vital carotenoids that are literally stored directly in the macula, the central part of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed, and central vision. As we age, the levels of these protective pigments naturally decline, leaving your eyes vulnerable to UV damage, oxidative stress, and macular degeneration. But spinach juice offers far more than just a protective shield. It supports functional repair. A clinical study published in the journal Nutrients found that older adults with higher blood concentrations of lutein from leafy greens had measurably improved contrast sensitivity and visual processing speed. In simple terms, you see clearer and your brain processes what you see much faster. But what about the brain itself? Spinach is absolutely loaded with folate, a crucial B vitamin. Folate helps regulate a compound in your blood called homocysteine. In high amounts, homocysteine is highly toxic to your brain cells and strongly linked to severe cognitive decline and memory loss. By restoring your folate levels through spinach juice, you actively lower this toxic threat, clearing the neural pathways for better memory and sharper attention. However, I must give you a very important warning. You cannot drink huge glasses of spinach juice every single day. Spinach contains naturally occurring compounds called oxalates. In heavy amounts, oxalates can interfere with calcium absorption and may cause complications for people with a history of kidney stones or kidney issues. That is why juicing in moderation is the golden rule here. I highly recommend using just one small handful of raw spinach, combined with a green apple or half a cucumber to mellow out the flavor and add hydration. Drink it fresh, mid-morning or right before lunch, when your body can fully absorb its vitamins without interference from heavy meals. And as always, please verify with your physician to make sure a green juice regimen is safe for your specific health profile. So we have explored all 4 of these miraculous juices. But how do you actually use them without feeling completely overwhelmed? Coming up next, I am going to show you my simple, gentle daily plan to combine these drinks into a routine that works perfectly with your body's natural healing rhythm. Now that you know the 4 juices, you might be thinking, Dr. Porter, how on earth am I supposed to drink all of this every single day? The truth is, you don't have to. The key is to work with your body's natural rhythm, not against it. Let me show you how to put this into a simple, gentle routine that you can follow even with the busiest schedule or the most sensitive stomach. Your eyes and brain repair themselves the most while you sleep, but they also go through peaks of activity during the day. Here is how to support that rhythm. Start your day with either carrot juice or spinach juice. If you choose carrot, drink it with your breakfast so the healthy fats from your food can help your body absorb that vital vitamin A. If you choose spinach, have it mid-morning to give your brain a folate boost for daytime focus. In the early afternoon, usually between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., that is your window for beet juice. This is exactly when your energy tends to drop and your circulation slows. One small glass will rush oxygen-rich blood to your brain just when you need it most. Finally, in the evening, about 90 minutes before bed, drink your blueberry juice. This helps activate the antioxidant pathways in your brain, boosts BDNF, and protects your retinal nerves while you sleep. Please remember you do not need to drink all 4 juices every single day. You can rotate them. 2 juices a day is plenty, or you can even focus on just one for a full week and then switch. What matters is consistency, not perfection. These juices are not magic pills. They are tools. Over time, they restore the small, fragile systems inside you that modern life wears down. You may not feel it on day 1, but stay with it. Because healing doesn't happen in a single night. It happens when you decide to support your body every single day, a little bit at a time. And remember, always talk to your doctor before making dietary changes to ensure this plan aligns perfectly with your medical history. Your brain and your vision have not given up on you. They are just waiting for you to give them what they need to heal. And it all starts with what you pour into your glass. If you have made it to this point in the video, let me first say thank you. It tells me something very important about you. You are not just here to casually watch another health tip. You are here because you believe, or at least you deeply hope, that your body hasn't given up on you, that your vision can still sharpen, that your memory can still return, and you are absolutely right. I have spent decades walking alongside older adults who thought they had lost too much to recover. But I have seen firsthand how the smallest, most consistent daily choices can turn everything around. By introducing just one or two of these juices, carrot for your retina, beet for oxygen blood flow, blueberry for neurogenesis, or spinach for macular repair, you are actively giving your eyes and brain the exact tools they need to rebuild while you sleep. Of course, please remember to use these natural tools responsibly. Always consult with your primary care physician before making any significant changes to your daily diet, especially if you are managing a medical condition or taking prescription medications. If spending this time together today gave you some useful knowledge, a bit of hope, or just a new idea to try, I would be truly honored if you tapped the like button and shared this video with a friend or a loved one who might need to hear this message. And if you want more gentle, science-backed ways to stay sharp, clear, and strong after 60, please consider subscribing to our channel. We release new videos just like this every single week. Before you go, I would love to hear from you. Please let me know in the comments below. Which of these 4 juices are you most excited to try first? Let's keep learning. Let's keep healing. And above all, let's keep believing that our best, clearest years can still be ahead of us. This is Dr. James Porter. Until next time, stay well and stay curious.